Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer and welcome to a new campaign of HeroQuest. Yes, I have started this campaign before. I didn't get very far. I got about three quests in and I realized I just wasn't playing the game right. I had some rules questions, the app wasn't working, or at least I didn't think it was working. And I have put out requests to players. I've watched some videos on tactics and things like that. And I think I'm starting to get a little better understanding of this game. One of the main things that I had an error about when I first played this game was the concept of movement. I thought that if your hero was blocking the door and then another hero wanted to move here, they could only move there. It turns out you can move through existing allies, you just can't stop there. That will have changed the game for me drastically, because I was getting to where only one of my heroes was ever able to move into a room, for example, or there just wasn't, I wasn't able to keep the party together. So I'm going to start this back up, and I'm using the app again. And I've divided up the spells. The elf has the air spells, and the wizard has all the other ones. I'm supposed to find this evil gargoyle in the dungeon. Now, I have played this before, and I know where the gargoyle is, but I'm going to try to sort of play it as if I don't. My intention is to clear the dungeon. I want to get all the treasure. So we're going to go ahead and start. There is a door here. And in this game, if you're not familiar with it, I'll try to explain the rules as I go, but you're going to roll 2 dice for your movement. And the 4 heroes will go, and then Zargon, the AI bad guy, will go. So let's go ahead and roll for the Barbarian. The Barbarian can move 10. So what I'm going to do is, actually this door's here. He's the current selected one, so I will tap here and go 1, 2, 3. It's going to ask me, do you want to open the door? Yes. I will take this and replace it with an open door. And you have to specify in the app the path you choose, because now in this first quest there are no traps to trigger, no secret doors. So I don't have to worry about that. But in later quests, you will have to specify the path you take, because you might trigger a trap. Now, one of the things you can do in a room is you can search for traps, but I won't be doing that in this one just because I don't have to. So I'm going to keep moving him up to 10. So he moved 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to move him all the way here. Actually, I'm going to move him out. When you move out, it will show you what you see. So there's a stone, there's a wall blocking any more movement through there. And there's a door here. Okay, well, I guess I'm glad I didn't move all the way. I'm going to go ahead and move him his full movement, and I'm not going to open that door. That will allow all my heroes to get out. I'm going to end his turn by tapping end turn. Are you sure? Yes. I'll have to figure out if there's a way to disable the auto chat. I would just like to be able to push end turn and be done with it. So now it tells me the dwarf. The dwarf can move 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to move him right there. Actually, back 1. He cannot move through the door, so he's stuck. But like I said, the other heroes can move through him. He is done. And next is the elf. I will move the elf up to 10. So she's going to move all the way behind the barbarian. All right, and I will end her turn. There are no traps. I don't think you can search for traps in hallways. I'm going to double check that in a minute. And then the wizard, I need to roll. The wizard can move 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is nice. Got them all lined up, except for the dwarf. Now let me see. Can the wizard... I can disarm a trap. So traps can exist in the hallways, just not this first adventure. So that's good to remember. And that is the end of the turn for the wizard. And then I tap Zargon's turn. Activate? Yes. There's nothing to activate. I haven't opened any doors to let monsters out into the hallways yet. But Zargon can move secretly behind the scenes within a room, I believe. All right, it comes back to my barbarian. Now it's time to open this door. So the first thing I want to do is I can move up to 8. So I'm going to tap him and move him into the room. Do you want to open the door? Yes. This will open. I will place an open door there. And then it tells me there is a bookshelf. I got some of this stuff. There's a book. Is that a bookshelf? Yeah. Bookshelf right here that takes up these 3 spaces. So I cannot move into those 3 spaces. It also tells me there is a desk. Yeah. This goes right here. And this covers these 6 spaces. So cannot move into there. And then lastly, it shows a door right there. And there's enemies. Place the revealed pieces. These are orcs right here. And there's 2 of them, it looks like. All right, there is one right here and one in front of the door. All right, that is that. Now he had an 8 movement, so he can go 1, 2, 3. Now you cannot move diagonally. So I'm going to trace his path. You tap him and then drag. I'm going to trace his path so he's coming in this way, and I will attack. Now on his card, and I'll throw the card up on the screen, the barbarian attacks with 3 attack dice. A white skull is a hit, and anything else is not a hit. So let's see if he gets any hits. I got 3 hits, 3 skulls. Nice roll. Now, I'm going to throw the orc card up on screen, and you will notice he gets 2 defend dice. So he'll roll 2. He blocks on the black shield. When an enemy attacks me and does hits, I block with the white shield. So I'm going to roll these. He's got 3 hits, and he can only block a maximum of 2, and he doesn't block any of them. So it does 3 damage. So I tap it, and I go 1, 2, 3 damage. And it says he's been defeated. Remove him? Yes. So he's gone. And that is the end of the barbarian moved. And you can do a move and then an action, or you can do an action and then a move. So I did a move and an action. So his turn is done. Next is the dwarf. How far can the dwarf move? Eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can move all the way up there and attack that one. And that's what I'm going to do. Now the dwarf, I'll throw his card on screen, rolls 2 attack dice. I got 1 hit. And the orc rolls 2 defend, so 1 hit. And no black shield, so I did 1 damage to him, and I think that's enough to kill him. Yep, and that orc is gone. All right, this is the treasure deck. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle it so you'll see. The treasure deck, each character can search a room once. Sometimes you'll find treasure, sometimes you get a wandering monster. It just depends. I don't like to search with my wizard or my elf because they're kind of weaker. And when you draw a wandering monster, they usually attack you. They appear next to you and attack. But with the dwarf, I'm going to try it. So for his action, I'm going to say search treasure. It says draw a treasure card. And I got jewels. You find a small wooden box. It is simple looking and old. Inside are small jewels worth 50 coins. Record this on your character sheet. Do not return this card to the deck. So I'm going to write in my journal here that I've got plus 50 gold. And he is done. And let's roll for the elf to get her in here. 6. She will go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Trace her path. She went in, and then she went up through the dwarf and then over. I moved her too far. Got to be careful with these movements. That's her final move right there. And do I want to have her search? No. She will be done. I will end her turn. And then lastly is the wizard, who can move 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put him behind the Barbarian, and end his turn. Zargon's turn. Nothing. We have a door. So now the Barbarian. Let's go ahead and go through that door. The Barbarian can move 5. 1. Do you want to open the door? Yes. This opens, and it shows... What does it show? It shows a weapons rack. Okay, that goes right here. Done. Oh, it shows a goblin here, a door here, and what is that? That is a abomination. Ooh, and the abomination goes here. Okay, and I said he could move 5, so 1, 2. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, and that way he'll be able to attack. Actually, I'm going to go 4, 5. I'm going to get behind him. There is no front, behind, or whatever. It's just if you were adjacent, you can attack. But I want him there so I can move more of my heroes in. So he's moved, and now he will attack. I attack with 3 dice. And I got no hits, so he is done. Let's get the dwarf in. The dwarf, in turn, yes. The dwarf can move 8. I will go 1, 2, 3. He's in front of him, so he can attack. And he attacks with 2 dice. And I got 1 hit. The abomination, I'll throw their card up on screen, defends with 3 dice. Ooh. 1 hit. Do they defend? They do. With 1 black shield, no damage. Okay, next is my... Well, that's the end of your turn. And then we roll for the elf. 7. That will get her 1, 2, 3. That will get her beside the goblin. She will attack with 2 dice. I got 2 hits. Now the goblin gets to defend with 1 dice, so he's dead. Because even if he rolls a block, there's 2 hits. He does not, and the goblin dies. Yes. Bye-bye. All right. We still have this guy, though, and so let's go with end. Yes. And we will send the wizard into the room. Now, the wizard, unfortunately for me, I need to roll high because the wizard's going to need to tuck into a corner. I can roll 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wizard's going to get up here in the corner, and actually, no. I'm going to get down here because this creature cannot attack the wizard diagonally. So I go up, and remember, you can move through a friendly, so I'm good. And by the way, I forgot to move the dwarf on the screen here. And I'm going to move the dwarf. Apparently, it will not let me move it. Okay, that's okay. I'm not going to cast a spell, so I will end turn, which means he's probably going to scoot over and attack my dwarf, my thing. I will... Yep. It attacks with 2 hits. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to treat that as if it were attacking my my dwarf. My dwarf defends with 2. I got nothing. So the dwarf takes 2 damage and done. So now it's my turn. All right. The barbarian, even though it's not on the screen, I'm still going to do it correctly. 3 dice. I got 1 hit. The abomination rolls 3 dice and does block. So his turn is done. The dwarf rolls 2 dice and gets nothing. I will have her, she needs to roll, well, I can't roll less than 2 with 2 reds. So 1, 2, I will move her over, and she will attack with 2 dice. And I got 2 hits, and it defends with 3 dice, and it defended both of them. All right, now the wizard. I guess the wizard could kill it. Fire of Wrath, Water of Healing, Courage, Veil of Mist, Heal Body, Ball of Flame. 2 points. That would kill it. I'm going to have the wizard cast. Are you sure you want to end? Yes. The wizard is going to cast... first off, she doesn't move. And I'll say actions, use a spell. Cancel. Hold on. Action, cast a spell. I'm doing fire, and I'm going to cast Ball of Flame. Cast it on who? This one. So, and it successfully dodges both of them. That is crazy. All right. And that is her turn, or his turn. So he's going to attack the. He'll attack the. He's going to attack the. He attacks the wizard, but he actually attacks the dwarf. I'll try to defend with 2 dice. I got 1, so he takes 1 more point of damage. He's at 4 health. And done. And now, hopefully, I can kill these guys. The barbarian attacks for 3. And I got 2 hits. It defends with 3 dice. And it did not roll any black shields, and so it is destroyed. +2. Yes, done. Okay. All right, now I need to get the positioning fixed again. All right, so that's done. In the turn. Oh, hold on. No, he can move. Hold on. Are you sure you want to? So the barbarian can move. Actually, I'm not gonna move. I'm going to search the room. Actions. Well, hold on. I just attacked, so I can't. I cannot. Oh, search. No, search for treasure is an action. I can only do that one. I can't do that. So let's move him. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just have him go to the door. Do I want to open it? Sure. All right, and I'm going to leave him. Well, he had 8, so he moved 4, 5. That reveals all this, and I think I'm going to move him 6, 7. Oh, got a door. Okay. Door is here, and he is done. All right, yes. All right, now the dwarf will move 6. Now, here it shows it here. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put him behind here, but he could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to treat him that he moves 7 just to get him caught up. All right, he's there. And then his turn ends. No. And then we roll for I got a 10, so she will just move up here. And that's her turn. And then the wizard can move 3. 1, 2, 3. Not very far. End the turn. Yes. Zargon's turn. Zargon, yes. And there's nothing to attack. We have a door down here, so let's go through this door. The barbarian rolls an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I want to open this door, or do I want to wait until everybody's there? Not yet. Let's not do it. Let's get everybody here. So end the turn. Let's get the dwarf moving. He can move here. Yep. End the turn. Yep, totally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she'll move right here. 1 more. And then the wizard can move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. That's okay. The wizard's not going to... I don't need the wizard right now. And that is the end of his turn. Yes, yes. And it is Zargon's turn. And now I'm going to go through this door. The barbarian can move 7 inside. So the barbarian will move. Yes, open the door. I need another open door. 7. Okay, he can move in. What's in here? We have a bookshelf. We have another bookshelf. Do I have 3 bookshelves? I do. Okay, and what? Oh, a chest. Nice. All right. Okay, I'm going to have to go back in this room. I forgot to search this weapons rack, or at least I forgot to search this room, so we'll see. He can move 7. What else is in this room? Ooh, oh, those are the bad ones. Dread Warriors. We have 1 here and 1 right here. All right, so he can move 7. Let's go in 1, 2. 1, 2, and he'll attack this one with 3 dice. And the Dread Warrior, I'll put its card up on the screen. Dread Warrior is 4 defense and 3 body points. I rolled 3 hits, 3 skulls. It defends with 4 dice, and it got 1 black shield. So I do 2 damage to it. 1, 2. So it still has 1 body point. That is the end of his turn. Let's get the dwarf in there and finish him off. I rolled 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. That was good. All right, he will attack the one. Actually, yeah, let's try to kill at least 1. So he attacks with 2. He'll attack this one. So I need to move him in. And I got 1 hit, 1 shield. So he defends with 3, 4. Oh, he'll defend. If I get 1 black shield, he'll defend. And I didn't, so I do 1 point of damage, and that should kill him. Done. Yep. All right, so he's gone. Okay. And that is the dwarf's turn. The elf. Elf can move 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am going to block his movement. He can't move diagonally, so he can't get out of the room. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And she will attack with 2 dice. I got 1 hit. He rolls 4 to defend. And he didn't get any black shield, so he takes a point of damage. Done. And lastly is the wizard. The wizard can move 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think I can cast a spell at that angle. Let me see. Yeah, I can. It'll do. Do I want to cast a spell? He's still got 2 damage on him. Fire of Wrath will do 1 body point, but you know what? That 1's not going to kill him, so let's not risk a spell. We're going to end the turn. And that means Zargon is going to attack me. Who's he going to attack? He attacks my elf with 2 damage. The elf will defend with 2 dice. I got no shields, so I take 2 damage. She is down to 4 health instead of 6. And it is now my turn. The barbarian will move over 2. I don't have to roll the red dice because the minimum I can roll is 2. And I will attack with 3 dice. I got 2 hits, and it defends with 4. 2 hits, and no shields, so it takes 2 more damage, and it should die. Yep. So I killed it. All right, so the warrior is done. You can't do any more. Are you sure? Yes. The dwarf is going to do a search of the room. Actions. Search for treasure. The treasure chest is empty. Well, that's a dud. Okay. Well, that stinks. I'm not willing to let my 2 weak characters search, because if they get a wandering monster, it could be bad. Well, the elf. Let's try it. I'm going to end the turn. Yes. The elf will search. I'm probably going to regret this. Search for treasure. Draw a treasure card. All right. Wandering monster. All right, what do we get? We got it's an orc. And the orc is right in the center of, right next to my wizard too. I knew I shouldn't have done that. And this gets shuffled back in. So you put it back in, and then you shuffle the deck. All right. And the Wandering Monster gets a free attack. All right. Yes. And it attacks with 1 hit on my elf. Okay, so I defend with 2. I got 2 white shields, so no damage. All right. My turn. The elf will attack. Hold on, I can't attack because I searched for treasure. I don't think I can attack. You may perform only 1 of these actions per turn. Yeah, she did a search, so she cannot do that. So her turn is over. And the wizard, well, the wizard will do 1 point of damage. I will do Fire of Wrath. His turn ended. His turn ended. And the wizard will cast Fire of Wrath. It is a fire spell. Cast it on this one. And it failed. But it inflicts 1. Roll a 5 or 6 to block it. So it failed and it should die. Remove the miniature from the game. All right, excellent. Let's keep going. That is the end of the turn. Zargon's turn. There's nothing to happen. All right, now we need to get out this door and keep going. All right, so the barbarian can move 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's going to move all the way up here. End. Oh, hold on. I revealed something. What did I... Oh, a door. Okay, got it. Door right here. I know that's the lair of the bad guy. Okay. End his turn. Oh, no. Hold on. He moved. And he's done. All right, so the dwarf can move 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. I'm going to move him a full 8 and put him in front of the barbarian. Okay, in turn. The elf can move 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right there. Okay, done. And the wizard can move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll just put him back there. All right. Done. Yes. Zargon's turn. Nothing should happen. Now I'm going to queue in front of this door so everybody can file in. Let's see. Oh, no. My turn. The barbarian can move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's in front of the door. So he will not be moving into there. No to the door. No to the door. All right, that's blocked. And no, I don't want to open the door yet. So everybody else, the dwarf can move 6. That puts him right here. I'll move him beyond. I didn't need to move him that far. He'll go right here. There we go. He'll end. The elf can move 3. 1, 2, 3. Terrible. End. And then the wizard can move 3. Right behind. All right, we're not ready yet. End turn, yes. Zargon's turn, yes. Now it's the barbarian's turn. All right. I guess we should go ahead and try this. I'm going to go ahead and go on in. Barbarian can move 7. I'm going to go through the door. All right, let's see. Open doorway. There is a table in the right here. Where is it? Right here. There's a chest. Hold on. A chair here. There's a chest. Where's the chest? Okay, chest is right here. And a fireplace is right here. Okay, monsters. Ooh, okay, so we got an orc and an orc. One is right here. One is right there. What is that? That's one of those death things. This one goes here. And I think it's also going to tell me where the big bad is. He's right there. All right, the big bad gargoyle is right there. We got to take him last. So, yeah, he can move 7. So I'm gonna, let's see, what do I want to do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gets him. That's going to free up an attack space for the dwarf. So he will come in. Okay, come in and go right there. All right, and he will attack this guy with 3 dice. I got 1 hit, and he defends with, I can't remember. What did I do with it? He defends with 4 dice. So 1 hit, and he blocks it. So that was bad. The dwarf can move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. He will come in to help. Right there. All right. He will attack with 2 dice. 2 hits. I'll take that. This one defends with 4. 1 block. So he takes 1 point of damage. Done. And he's done. He's done. The elf can move 10. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And attacks this orc with 2 dice. And no hits. I meant to cast a spell. That's okay. That's okay. And she's done. And then the wizard. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the room. And that's good because I can see the bad guy. Come on. Right there. All right. This is bad because I didn't move the elf. Move help. Back. Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, this could mess up things, but I'll just play it out because I know how this works. The wizard moves in. I'm going to cast Sleep. Puts 1 monster to sleep so it cannot move, attack, or defend. The spell can be broken at once. The monster rolls 1 red die for each of its mind points. Now, this bad guy has... We don't know how many mind points he has. That's not good. But let's try it. Well, before we do that, maybe I want... I'm going to cast... The spell may be cast on anyone here. Hero may throw 1 extra combat die when defending. I'm going to cast Rock Skin on myself. Action. Cast spell. Rock Skin is a earth spell. Earth spell. Select. Rock Skin. Done. Okay, so I get 1 extra roll on my defense, which will help. And he is done. Turn ended. End turn. All right, now all the bad guys get to attack. Are you sure you want to end the turn? Yeah. Hero's turn. Oh, turn ended. Okay, so Zargon's turn. Here we go. This attacks with 3 hits on my dwarf. The dwarf defends with 2. And I got 1 shield. So 2 hits. He's down to 2 health. And then the orc will attack. Who's he going to attack? He's going to attack my wizard, which makes sense. He would. So he would just turn and move down to attack my wizard. Because he's the weakest. 2. But wizard rolls 2 defense. But because I did Rock Skin, I get to roll 1 extra combat die. So 2 hits. And I rolled 1 shield. So I take a damage. And then the big bad's going to do something. He's going to... Well, he can't attack my wizard. So too bad. You cannot attack diagonally. So he does 2 hits on my elf. Elf defends with 2. I defended with 1. I take 1 point of damage. And then this one can't do anything. All right, I got to wipe these guys out or I'm in trouble. The barbarian goes and will attack him with 2 hits. He defends with 4, 2 hits, and no black. Oh, 1 black shield, so that's 1 hit. Done. And you're done. The dwarf attacks with 2, and I got 1 hit, and it defends with 4 dice. And it rolled 1 black shield, so it defends. And then she will move. I will move her in. She'll just move here. She changes places. She can't. Never mind. I can't do it. All right, we're not going to worry about this. We'll do it here. She will attack Vorlog with the genie. She will cast genie. I'm not worried about this. I'm just going to do what it says. It's a 5 dice attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I rolled 1 hit, 2 hits, 2 hits on Vorlog. Vorlog's defense is, that's the orc. Which one's done? He rolls 5. 2 hits. No black shields. So 2 damage. Nice. And removed. Nice. Okay. Return to the stairs. Well, I can't just yet. And she is done. And the wizard can cast, I better cast heal on the elf. I will cast heal on the elf, which gives her back to her 6 health. And she is done. Hero's turn. Zargon's turn. All right. The Dread Warrior attacks 1 on my dwarf. He defends with 2. I got a white shield, so no damage. And the other orc attacks with 1 hit on my wizard. Wizard defends with 2 dice. And I did not get a shield, so I'm down to 2 health. Hero's turn. I gotta kill it. All right, Barbarian. 2 hits. It defends with 4. No black dice, and it dies. All right. Done. All right, you're gone. Okay. I cannot move, so I'll just say in turn. Dwarf. This one's gone, by the way. The dwarf will move up to attack. And rolls 2 dice. I got 2 hits. And what is that, an orc? Orc defends with 2 dice. And it did not roll any black shields, so it takes 2 damage, which should kill it. And that is done. And there's 1 orc left. And that one, I don't really have a way to do anything. Let's see what happens. In turn. She can go 1. Oh, let's move her. Let's see. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so she can move here. And she'll attack with 2 dice. I got 2 hits. It defends with 2. And it got 1 shield, but I think 1 is enough to kill it. Yep. All right, and done. All right, that is that. There is still a chest in this room, so let's go ahead and end my turn, and then we'll let the barbarian move over there to the chest. Zargon's turn. Six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I'm just trying to get him out of the way, so he'll come over here. Actually, it doesn't matter. And he will search. Actions. Search for treasure. You find 120 gold. Nice. All right. Plus 120 gold. And done. All right, now I need to get out of this room and go search the rest of the dungeon, which I know there's some rooms up here. Now, everybody's almost at full health. The dwarf is down to 2, the wizard's down to 2, so I'm going to have to be very careful here. But let's go ahead and say, end your turn, yes. There is no door, so we'll have everybody leave the room and go this way. So the dwarf can move to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And one more. And that area is blocked, so I cannot go up this way. All right, so I guess I got to come back around here. All right, he's done. The elf will move 9, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can move her all the way up here. Okay. And done. And the wizard can move 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll just move him up here. Done. And Zargon's turn. Nothing. The barbarian can move 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll just move him back behind here. All right, and then we'll start moving everybody forward. Dwarf can move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got one. There we go. And we know this is open. All right, that's good. The elf can move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's all she can do. The wizard can move 2. 1, 2. All right, done. And Zargon's turn. Nothing. All right, barbarian can move 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so he's in front now. Down 2. All right. And we've got doors. Okay, so we have a door here. And a door, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. And I don't know if those are the last rooms. I don't know if there's anything up here. I'll have to figure that out. Okay. The barbarian, I'm gonna go ahead and move him in front of a door. 8. 1, 2, 3. I'm not gonna move him in. No. And then the 7 for the dwarf. He'll just move right behind him. Actually, I'll move him beyond, and he's done. And then the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you sure? Yes. And then the wizard can move 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, that's not bad. And the wizard will cast Heal. I've got Water of Healing. Maybe cast on any one hero. I will cast that on the dwarf. So I'm going to go ahead and do it, and it restores, the dwarf is down to 2, so it puts him 4 back on. He's at 6 out of 7 health, not bad. And the wizard is done. And Zargon's turn. Okay. Do I want to run in there? Now I don't know what's in here. I may have to run. I'd rather have the wizard. Let's do one more turn. I'm going to end, and then the wizard will roll, or the elf, 9. Let's have the elf go in. The elf is, yeah, elf. 1, 2, 3. So she can move here. Come on. Turn ended. Okay. No. Oh, hold on. She's already done. So wizard's done. Yes. Then it goes Zargon's turn. Doesn't matter when you're in the hallways. There's no monsters. So let's go ahead and have the warrior go in. The warrior can move 4. He'll go into the room. This is always nerve-wracking. A table. Okay, do I have any more tables? I got 1, and it goes here. Are there any monsters? Goblins. Okay, I can deal with goblins. 1, 2. And he will move in and over to give room. He will attack with 3 dice. I got 1 hit. The goblin only rolls 1 die and does roll a black shield, so no damage. The dwarf can move 2. That puts him 1, 2, right in front of this other one. And he will attack with 2 dice. He gets a hit. Does the goblin defend? No. And the goblin is dead. That one is dead. Okay. Done. And
the goblin has died.
Let's roll. Let's have the. I rolled 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She can't get in there. She was right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She can get here. That's as far as she can go. All right, in the turn. Yes, the wizard. I've got courage. I need to use it. Let's go. Let's end the turn for the wizard. We'll do Zargon's turn, which means that goblin will attack my elf with 1 die. Actually, he would attack my dwarf. I don't know why. My dwarf's not showing there. 1 die. I rolled 2 defense, and I did not. So the dwarf takes another point of damage. Okay. It's my turn. The barbarian will attack with 3. 3 hits. It can't defend, so I'll just put 1 damage on it, and it dies. All right.
The goblin has been defeated.
Okay, done. Your turn is over. And the dwarf, who is right here, right there, will do a search for treasure.
Dwarf searches the area for
Wandering monster.
treasure.
Looks like an orc. An orc appears right beside him and will attack. It will attack for 1 damage. He rolls 2. No shields. I lose another one. I'm down to 4 health. Let me reshuffle this deck. I think it's time to get out of here. All right. That's fine. Kill him, and then we'll be done. The barbarian attacks. No hits. Oh, no. Hold on. Sorry. No. The dwarf attacks. Oh, no. The dwarf can't because I just did a search for treasure, which was his action. So his turn is done. That leaves the barbarian, who has not gone. Yeah, he did. No, he didn't. He never went. He didn't move at all. Okay, so he will roll 3. No hits. That's fine. She can move 1, 2, 3. As long as I roll 3, she can do it. Yep. She'll attack with 2 dice. 1 hit. It defends with 2. 1 hit. It does not block, and it dies. Done. All right. All right, at this point, the question is, do I just want to get out of here? All I've got to do is get back to the staircase, which is easy. I just go down the hallway around. What prevents me is this room right here, maybe more treasure, but you know what? I don't want to get greedy. My guys survived. I'm good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and end the game. All I have to do is get them down here, and it'll ask me if I want to save the progress. Now, the one thing I can do when I get back to town, and I'm going to do that here, is I have 170 gold, and this is the equipment that I can buy, but most of this is pretty pricey. Longsword 350, for example. Plate mail 890. Potion of speed, shield. What did I say? I had 170. 170. I could buy a shield. 1 extra defend die. May not be used with a battle axe or staff. May not be used by wizard. Yeah, lots of swords. A staff. I could give the wizard a staff, which allows the wizard to attack diagonally, and it adds 1 combat die. The staff cost 100 gold. None of these other things I can afford. A helmet. 1 extra defend. May not be worn by the wizard. I could give a helmet to my dwarf, which he'll be rolling 3 defense die, or I could give it to the barbarian. Barbarian has a lot of health. That's not a bad idea. And a helmet may gives you 1 extra defend. I think I may buy a helmet. I think I'm going to do it. So I'm going to spend 125, which leaves me with 45 gold to carry over. And I spent 125 on a helm. And so in the next quest, my dwarf will have a helmet. And that'll be great. All right, that's all I got. This is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me as I restart HeroQuest. I think I've got this down. If I made any mistakes, let me know. But I think I've got it down. And I'll be back very soon with the next episode. And until then, everybody, take care.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame newsletter. Each week, the Tabletop Engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.